Jason, I've been walking around here feeling a little smug that I've probably got the best job in aviation, getting to play with all kinds of interesting things. Then I meet guys like you. Paid to play, is it?
To an extent, it's true. We get to develop products day in and day out, which go to the marketplace. We develop everything from indoor flying foam airplanes to helicopters to giant-scale aircraft as well. It's a great job. At the same time, there is a lot of effort involved with engineering, debugging, a lot of potential issues with selling products to the mass market that we have to solve before it gets out there.
Well, one of the things that's kind of blowing our minds here, for those of us who come out of full-scale aviation, and we come out here and take a look at what's happening in model aviation, and basically the thing that keeps going through their mind is how the hell did they do that? There's just no question that there are some phenomenal capabilities here, and that model aviation in a number of venues can outstrip conventional aviation in capabilities. Nowhere is that more apparent than with radio-controlled helicopters.
Exactly. Helicopters have come a long way in the RC market in the last 10 years. There's a form of flying called 3D flying, although we always fly in 3D. That's just the term that got coined a few years ago. Basically, it's a form of flying in which the helicopter is not staying in any one direction for any length of time. We do maneuvers called pirouetting flips. Basically inverted flight even is considered 3D to an extent. They're maneuvers that full-scale helicopters just can't perform. They wouldn't hold together. They don't have the power to weight ratios that we have. At the same time, we're able to do it on small scales and large scales. There's some pretty large helicopters out there, but what you're seeing flown here today are what we call micro and mini class helicopters, weigh everywhere from about half a pound to about a pound, some upwards of 2 pounds, and it's absolutely amazing what they can do.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
Today, there is an affordable, high-performance, easy-to-own and easy-to-operate very light jet designed with you in mind. Far less expensive than any other twin-engine jet to buy, it is also the least expensive to own and operate. It is the Eclipse 500, the jet that's easy to buy, easy to fly, and fun to own. The jet for you.
Now, back to Aero-TV.
You've got quite a product line here. You've developed machines for the very, very basic entry level all the way to a fairly competitive ship. If you would talk a little bit about what E-flite has in the way of helicopters, and then let's talk about how they operate.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we have a product line that covers, if you've never flown a helicopter before, we have a perfect product for that, the Blade CX2 with the contra-rotating blades. The great thing about that product is you pull it out of the box, you take it into a small room, and you can learn to fly helicopters right from there. It teaches you the orientation, the eye-hand coordination that you need to move into more advanced models. The helicopter is inherently stable, literally will fly itself. Most people crash because they try too hard.
Well, somebody told me in the models, if you're not crashing, it's because you're not trying.
It's very true. For a few years, my goal was to not crash, but the truth is my skill set really didn't improve much. The last few years, as you get a little more daring, you do crash. Sometimes when you crash, it's $20, sometimes it's $100, but in the end, no one gets hurt, generally.
Aero-TV is brought to you by... Cirrus aircraft have always been easy to fly. Now they're easier than ever to buy. A complete line of ownership programs gives you everything you need to purchase, trade, finance, lease, insure, and warranty your Cirrus. There's even an ownership program for non-pilots. The Cirrus Access Pilot can teach you how to fly, or fly the plane for you. Find out more at www.cirrusdesign.com. Cirrus, for the love of flying. Now, back to Aero-TV.
The next step, we have the Blade CP. The product is collective pitch. It allows you to fly inverted when you have the skill set and you're ready to do that. It's a little bit larger helicopter. You can fly in the wind. And then the product that we have here today is the brand new Blade 400, which is a really exciting product for us because now it kind of completes the steps. So now you can go from beginner to intermediate to an advanced helicopter pilot within our product line. And the nice thing about this helicopter is it comes out of the box ready to fly, which has never been something that's available that flies as well as this does. The helicopter's been assembled and then test flown at the factory. So they've actually test topped it, they tracked the rotor blades, made sure they're flying in the same plane. So if you have skill flying a helicopter, literally most people can take it out of the box, put the AA's in the transmitter, put the battery on the helicopter and go fly it. It's absolutely amazing.